Fucking Rick Carlisle, who's the #1 X's and O's guy. I read a book where he recently said, like, X's and O's is 10% of being a pro head coach.
Yeah.
And my problem is, Rick Carlisle said about himself, my problem is I don't know how to relate to these guys as well. And that's the most important part of the job. So if Phil, he got the X's and O's, and then the other 90%, dude, brilliant. Fucking brilliant. This guy could be a leader of a country.
Yo, dude, 100%. Great leadership. And you know what I realized? I'm sitting there, I'm like, why the fuck did Jordan listen to this motherfucker? Like, yes, Jordan got along with Doug because they both had the same fire. And I think Jordan admired that Doug just kind of like said whatever happened, but he also kissed Jordan's ass. And then, you know, Jordan was having this incredible success under Doug. So you're definitely going to relate some of that to him.
You know what I thought was really telling about their relationship?
Yep.
What did he call him?
What?
What did he call Doug Collins?
I don't know.
Dougie. If that's a coach, to me, that you really respect as a coach, you're not giving him no nickname. That's a peer.
It was one of the sniffers.
Yeah.
He was another sniffer.
Even if he wasn't a full-on sniffer.
Oh, he was a sniffer.
You're not above me if you're Dougie.
It was a sniffer.
Dougie.
What was the play at the end of the game or something like that? Just get the ball to Jordan, get the fuck out the way.
Yeah.
That was the play, every play.
Right. Yeah.
Which is cool, but Phil had this different energy, right? And Jordan didn't even like Phil when he came in.
Yeah.
But I was like, why the fuck did he end up listening to him? Yes, don't get me wrong. Phil knows how to get in your head with the Zen. But what did Phil have that Jordan didn't? Jewelry.
Oh, we got 2 with the Knicks.
And 1 with that CBA team. Say what it is, it doesn't matter.
I did not know that.
We didn't know that he played for the Albany. There was a CBA team that he coached.
Winning.
So he got 2 with the Knicks, right? And then he coached a team in the CBA and he got 1 with them. So when he's telling Jordan, this is what you got to do, I'm not telling you this as someone who has as many rings as you, which is 0. I'm telling you as someone who's done it as a player and as a coach.
Yeah.
I know some shit, motherfucker. Do you want these?
Yeah.
Is this what you, because I know how to get these. You don't. If you did, you'd have them.
And the fact that he coached in Puerto Rico and had to deal like
the crazy shit,
language barrier, craziness going
chickens
on over there.
Fucking heads cut off.
Yeah, like
crazy.
Yo, what is this relationship with killing chickens that Puerto Ricans got?
I don't know.
You
Yo.
let the chickens kill each other. You cut the chicken.
The mayor is the fucking mayor doing it.
So the mayor shot the ref.
Oh, the mayor shot the ref
in the fucking leg, bro.
Oh my god, yeah, it's so funny. And
where was this energy when the conquistadors came?
Yo, son,
y'all just let them walk over y'all. You know what I mean? It's not happening again.
You're not stealing from us anymore.
It's a foul.
Yo, nuts.
Yeah.
Nuts. Then his only punishment was you can't come to games anymore for the rest of the season.
Home games.
It was
like home games.
Yeah. I'm assuming you're not traveling. So for the rest of this year, just sit it out. You almost killed somebody.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
It was.
But you know what's interesting about the MJ thing? There was a tipping point with trusting Phil.
Okay.
And it was the finals against the Lakers in the closeout game. Remember when he talked about finding Paxson? Phil told him, like, John is open every time, give him the ball.
He said, who's open?
Oh, who's open?
Didn't tell him.
That's
and
right.
this is such a genius thing. Yeah. You let someone come up with the conclusion themselves.
You're right.
And now you're not telling them what to do.
And MJ's a guy you don't tell what to do, now that you mention it.
Yeah. Ali, the same. My pops used to go to Ali's camp a lot, and he said Ali's coach, oh my God, why am I forgetting who the fuck his coach is? Dundee, whatever. Angelo Dundee. Angelo would never tell Ali what to do. He'd ask Ali, hey, what should we do now, Ali? And he's like, we could work on some abs. He's like, that's a good idea. Let's work on some abs.
Right.
Now, he knows that we got to work on abs, but he knows you don't tell Muhammad Ali to do the abs.
Yeah.
Muhammad Ali's going to do the work.
Yeah.
Jordan's going to do the work.
Yeah.
You don't got to motivate them to work.